Hello and welcome to the 63rd episode of the Sock Bunny Knit and Fit video podcast. My name is Kimberly, also known as Sock Bunny, and today is Monday, November 26, 2012. I'm recording in sunny Florida in the United States of America. You can find me as Sock Bunny pretty much everywhere on the internet, such as Ravelry, Plurk, Instagram, Google+, Twitter, iTunes, YouTube, and Blip TV. And the blog is at sockbunnyknitandfit.blogspot.com. The email address is sockbunnyknitandfit@gmail.com. And the Etsy shop is sockbunnystudios.etsy.com. Thank you very much for joining me today. It's going to be a relatively short one. I just wanted to do a little episode to show a shop update that I did last night and to show you what I'm working on. Other than that, it's going to be pretty short. I've had a headache for several days, and I think I might need new glasses, so I have an eye doctor appointment tomorrow. So in the meantime, you get to have a short episode. Yay! So what are today's topics? Today's topics are going to be fitness, finished objects, works in progress, what I'm watching and reading, and a quick shop update. So I just wanted to remind you that we do have podcast buttons for the podcast. They are $2. If you would like one, you can send me $2 via snail mail, which is regular mail, or you can send me $2 to sockrabbit@gmail.com. Make sure that I have your address so I can send that to you. And I have been doing my shop updates on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock Eastern time. So last night was my second time doing the shop update, and it was really exciting for me. I've been trying to do really big shop updates so that I have a lot of items in stock, and then we'll see whether I need to continue doing large shop updates or if small ones will suffice. So we'll just have to play that by ear. Let's see. The sponsor for the podcast through the rest of the month of November is Simply Sock Yarn, and she sent me a beautiful skein of her sock yarn. It's a self-striping sock yarn in the colorway Ambition, and I wanted to read about her yarn. This is her yarn, and the base is called Post Yarn. Post Yarn is Simply Sock Yarn Company's exclusive line of sock yarn, specializing in hand-dyed stripes and specialty selections. Post Yarn pays homage to our 3,500 square foot store and studio, which is housed in our newly restored 1940s post office. We hope to bring up that era to you with each skein. And the owner is Allison, and the website is simplysockyarn.com. And thank you, Allison, for sending that to me. I really appreciate it. Let's see. The Ravelry group has reached 1,000 members, so I am going to have a 1,000-member drawing. I actually have 4 drawings going on in the Ravelry group, and I actually posted those to Plurk a few days ago, so there's already a lot of people posting in there. And so if you haven't done so yet, hop on over there. There's 4. For one of them, you're going to have a chance to win your very own John John. And if you're a new viewer, John John is my stuffed bunny who is the co-host, really the star of the show. And you will have your chance to win your very own stuffed John John. And for that one, for that thread, you need to tell me what you would name your John John. And you also need to promise never to put him on the ceiling fan. And the reason I said that is because my husband likes to put John John on the ceiling fan and then turn it on, and then John John goes flying into the wall. So you have to promise never to do that or let anybody else do that to your John John. And then I have 3 other prizes to give away. One is purple sparkly yarn, and this is, oh, excuse me, I think I'm going to sneeze. This is Kramer Sterling Silk and Silver. And it's actual sterling silver in with the purple yarn. And it's actually a little bit more reddish purple than what you're seeing there. And it is 63% superwash merino, 20% silk, 15% nylon, and 2% silver. Here is the tag. Oops, I don't want to show the price. So here's the tag. It's Kramer Yarns. So for this one, you need to tell me what your knitting goals are for 2013. And you could say, I don't have any goals. That's a valid answer. I'm really enjoying reading these threads. And then I have a colorway that is called Roasted Carrots, and it's by Slackford Studios Stalwart Sock. It's roasted carrots. This one is 75% merino, 25% nylon, superwash fingering. It's a really, really pretty shade of orange. So to win this one, you can say, what is your favorite vegetable? And I am loving reading all the responses. My favorite vegetable is okra, and that's probably maybe because I come from Alabama. I don't know. But I have to read you one of the responses from Matt, who is Sara of Apple Blossom and You, her podcast. Her husband, Matt, he is Navy 1990. He said, I would say that my favorite veggies are coffee and chocolate. They both come from plants and it makes them veggies. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. And that just cracked me up. And then lastly, you have a chance to win some Jitterbug. So calling it Jitterbug, which is awesome. I actually knit some socks in this very colorway. And this, for this one, you have to say, what is your favorite crazy color combination? This yarn is magnificent. It's hard for me to let it go. But I love you guys, and I thank you so much for being a member of the Ravelry group and for watching the podcast and putting up with my antics. So it's worth it for me to give it away to you guys. So that's it. You do need to be a member of the Sock Bunny group to be eligible for the prizes. And also, I'm going to do the prize drawing on December 24th, which is Christmas Eve. I was going to do it on the 26th. And I actually have that in the threads, and I need to change it. But I remembered that Rachel and I are leaving the morning of the 26th to go up to Rhode Island. So I'm going to close it on the 24th. And John John's birthday is on Christmas, so I think it's sort of fitting that I'm going to be giving away one of the John Johns on Christmas. So let's see. This past week was Thanksgiving, and Thursday afternoon, after we had Thanksgiving lunch, I packed up my suitcase and my spinning wheel and headed up to North Florida to visit Heather WB, and I had a really nice time. Thank you, Heather, for having me over. And at one point, we were both sitting on the couch next to each other, spinning on our ladybug spinning wheels at the same time. That made my knitting geeky heart happy. And I stayed until Friday afternoon, and then I came home. So after I got home, I spent pretty much all day Saturday and Sunday vegetating on the couch because of this stupid headache that I've had. So I did get a lot of progress done on Sara's sweater, though, which I will show you. So let's talk about fitness. We are having a fitness along in the Sock Bunny group, and if you work out any day at least 30 consecutive minutes, you can go to the proper thread and post your workout, put each day's workout in a separate thread, and then separate post in the thread, and you could be eligible to win either a $5 giftable pattern on Ravelry or any sock yarn or fiber from my shop, and I could dye it in up to 3 colors for you. Or you could pick something that's already in the shop, or you could pick up to 3 colors and I will dye it for you. So I wanted to show you what last month's winner won because I finally got to dye it up. And the winner was H. Sailor Moon, who I think is Heather, if I remember right. Don't want to trust my brain today. And she wanted to have black, purple, and pink. So this is what I dyed for her. It is not showing up very well in this light, but this is the black. And then it's a dark purple. And then this bright pink. And I think it turned out really, really, really pretty. So this will be going in the mail tomorrow, Heather, for you. Beautiful. Very good color choices. I've been taking spinning classes, as I've mentioned before, at the YMCA bicycle spinning classes. And the night before Thanksgiving, Joe, my husband, actually went with us. And he works out every day. Every single day he works out. And he said the class was hard and that he was proud that I was able to do as well as I was doing in the class. And I set a new high record on Wednesday night for mileage in the spinning class. I did 19 miles. 19 miles in an hour. I was so proud of myself because I really pushed myself in that class. I felt it for a couple of days, but not as bad as the first class I took. And I still, my rear end is still the part that hurts the most after class is over. But I know that that's something I'll eventually get used to. So I'm really loving it, and I plan on taking the, on Monday, they have a intro to spinning, and I've been taking that. And then the other days of the week that I take it, I take the level 2. So this happens to work out that way. Um, so don't forget to hop on over to the Ravelry group and participate in the fitness along. You do need to be a member of the Ravelry group to participate in that. Quickly, I want to show you my finished object. I only have one, and it's a finished object, but not really because it's only half of an item. As you might remember, I signed up for the BFF Cal Knit Along with Caffeinated Knitting podcast, and what we're doing, it's a pattern on knitting called the BFF Cal, and you knit half of it and send it to your partner, and they knit half and send it to you, and then you knit the other half to keep for yourself, and then you combine the two. So this is the pattern that I did. I don't remember whose side is who. It's two designers that designed it, and my brain, of course, this morning is not working, but look how awesome this is. I mean, this is one of the prettiest things I've ever knit. Not because of my knitting, just because of the pattern. It's really long. I think I've measured it to be 35 inches long. So this will be going to my SMOP partner. I'm going to be mailing it tomorrow. And I just think it's really gorgeous. I should give you a close-up of one of the flowers here. They sort of remind me of Egyptian art, the flowers on Egyptian art. And the reason that you're seeing the pink and the green at the end is because what's going to happen once I make my half and I have her half, you interlock them like this. So the reason I needed to leave waste yarn is so that she can, when she gets the two halves of hers, she can Kitchener them together, and it makes these two interlocking rings. I think that is such a great idea. I love the idea of this swap. So I am really very much enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to seeing her half that she's knitting is going to be a green. So it's going to be a green and white cow, and I just think it's gorgeous. So I still have to knit my half of this, but that can wait until any time after I get her half. So, and that's called the seed pod half. So, works in progress. Really quick, I only have two because I am being a monogamous knitter. If you are a new viewer, I am trying to be a monogamous knitter for November and December. I started on November 1st. It is killing me. I am not a monogamous knitter. Not. I do like how quickly things are getting done, but it's killing me. So quickly, I'll show you my Steelers socks that I'm making for my husband's aunt, and there's no deadline on these. Her birthday's on Valentine's Day. I don't think these are going to get done by Christmas, but you never know. I seriously doubt it. So, but I mean, I don't have to have a reason to send her Steelers socks. She is a huge Steelers fan, and I could send them anytime, and she will be happy. And she doesn't know I'm making them. She did ask for them, but I have not actually told her that I started. So, and this is some yarn that I dyed in Steelers colors, black and gold, for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the ball of yarn. This is some Knit Picks Bear yarn, which I really, really like. So that's one of my two works in progress. And the other work in progress is Sara's sweater. And Sara is my 20-year-old daughter who goes to college in Rhode Island. And she asked that I make her a sweater, which is a huge leap because normally she makes fun of my knitting, although now she's a knitter and a crocheter, so she has stopped mocking the knitting. But this is the sweater I'm making. It's the Dania sweater. It's a Knit Picks pattern. And you can see the sleeves are really cool. It's sort of collegiate or preppy looking. So I have actually finished the body of the sweater, and I'm starting on the ribbing at the bottom, which I started last night, and I am very, very happy with it. One of the things that I like about not being a monogamous knitter is I can work with different weights of yarn and switch back and forth, and my hands don't hurt. I've noticed that when I work with worsted only for a long period of time, that it makes the muscles in my hand hurt. So that's one of the reasons that I don't like being a monogamous knitter. But the good news is I've gotten so much done on this sweater that I am actually on the ribbing on the bottom. I have 18 rows left. Let me show you the back. And I had Rachel try it on, and it fits her very well, so it's going to fit Sara because they're basically the same size. I'm not sure how well you're seeing that, but that's the back. So like I said, I have 18 rows left of the back, and I need to do the sleeves, which I think will go really fast, and the button band. which I also think will go really fast. I'm not going to put the buttons on until I'm up in Rhode Island. No, I'm going to buy like give Sarah 3 different choices of buttons. And because I've heard that you should never give a woman more than 3 choices. I can't remember where I heard that, but it's always stuck in my head. So I'm going to take up 3 sets of buttons that will fit and let her choose which she likes the best. Because, you know, you can never have too many buttons anyway. So I'm very, very happy. This is the yarn is Knit Picks Wool of the Andes. I used a size 7 for the body, and I'm using a size 6 for the ribbing. So, yay, I'm very, very, very happy with the progress that I have made on this. So those are my 2 works of progress. That's it. So let's move on to what I am watching and reading. I just wanted to talk about the movie I saw last week is the movie Lincoln. It's directed by Steven Spielberg, and it is fantastic. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen. They did an amazing, amazing job. It focuses on the month before the 13th Amendment was signed or passed. And it is so interesting. It goes into the politics and all the behind the scenes dealings that were done and stuff like that. I'm sorry, I need a drink. I'm drinking out of my bunny mug that John got me for Easter last year. It's got a little chick on the handle. I love this mug. So anyway, I highly, highly recommend seeing the movie. I will be buying this movie. I already told Rachel, because it'll probably be out around my birthday in February. I already told Rachel, plan on buying me this movie for my birthday, because I wanted to see it again the very next day after I saw it, and that never happens when I see a movie, so I'm really, really excited about that. So, I'm going to now do the shop update. I'm going to go through really fast. But if you don't want to see that, if you don't care about that kind of stuff, or you're watching this 6 months in the future, feel free to log off. However, if you want to see it, I'm going to show them to you, and I'm going to go through it really fast. If there's something here that you see that you didn't get a chance to buy because somebody got to it before you, definitely let me know, because I can redo. I've been writing down the recipes for these. I can redo any of these things that you see here. So without further ado, I'm going to start the shop update. I'm going to go ahead and close this window, get it out of my way. Okay. I'm going to go through it really fast. So half of these are the twisty base. And I'll tell you what that is up front. The twisty base is 80% superwash BFL and 20% nylon. And then the other half is the sparkle base, which I call my glitter sock yarn, and it's 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina, which is what makes it shiny. So, are you ready? Are you ready? I'm going to go through it really fast, okay? Alright, so, the first colorway, I have it on the twisty base. This is called Nerdy Girls. And I called it that because it reminds me of the packaging for the Nerds candy. And also because I'm a nerdy girl. So that's the first one. The second one is on the sparkle base, and this is called Tropical Seas Tonal, and oh my gosh, I love this so, so, so much. I definitely will be dyeing more of this. I want to keep it. The next one, I have 2 skeins, I believe. Yes, 2 of what I am calling Autumn Equinox, and it's a reddish-orange color, and brown and bare. So there's 2 of those. That's, again, on the twisty base. And I have 1 skein of tonals. A lot of the tonal, I did just 1 skein of them. But, again, if you see any that you like, just let me know. This one's called Poison. And it's tonal. And it's on the glitter base. I have 2 more skeins of 80s Fashion, which I've shown before. And I'm going to hold these up here for a second because I have a similar colorway. Oh, here we go. I'm calling this one 80s Fashion 2 that I dyed a different way. And you can see there's quite a difference in them. This one's more orange. And this one, this one was dyed a completely different way, in a different method. So it's variegated, but it's a different kind of variegated than this. So this one's 80s Fashion. This one's 80s Fashion 2. And I have 2 skeins of each of those in the twisty base. Oh wait, 80s Fashion 2, I have 3 skeins of that one. And then I have one that was inspired by Heather WB, and I'm calling it Heathered. And it's a greenish. greenish, variegated. It's got several different greens and a little bit of brown. And then this one is very similar, and it's called Beach Glass. And basically the difference between these and this is that I did one extra step in this and overdyed it with another shade of green. So they're very similar. That's Beach Glass, that's Heathered. Then I have one I love, love, love. I love bright colors, as you know. So this is called Earth and Sea and Sky. It's 2 shades of blue and one shade of green, and it's on the sparkly base. Very, very beautiful. Then I have, do I have 2 or 3 of this one? I have 3 of this one. I love this one also. This one's called Hopeful. It reminds me of the colors of the Advent, sort of like a purplish and a pinkish. And it's on the, is this one the twisty base? Oh, this is a glitter base. So I have 3 of that one. This one is tonal, and I'm calling it Passion, and it's purple, and it's a slightly bit more reddish purple than what you're seeing there, and that's on the glitter base. I have 3, I was right the first time. 3 skeins of this one. This is a colorway I've done before called Oh Happy Day. I also have this available in Handspun Love, and that one's on the glitter base. This one I love. It's called Birthday Cake Frosting, and it's a tonal pink, and it is on the glitter base. This one is Tangerine Delight. That's a tonal, and it is on the twisty base. This one I love. Not necessarily because of the colors, because these are not really my colors. It's red and gray, grayish silver. This one is called Running with Scissors, and the reason I named it Running with Scissors is because in Sims 2, which is a video game, Sims is a game, if you haven't ever played it before, where you control people. Well, they had this thing that you could download where your Sim could run with scissors and it would kill them. And they had these big giant scissors, like for the Sim. They would be like 3 feet long for the Sim, and the Sim runs around with the scissors and then they die. I'm sorry, I know that's sick, but it cracked me up. So this one's called Running with Scissors. And it also sort of looks like school scissors, but I love that one. It cracks me up. I kill me. And then this one's called Berry Picking, and it's 3 different shades of purple. Variegated. 3 different shades of purple. This one is, I'm calling Admiralty. It's a tonal. It's a navy blue, but it's a navy blue that's purplish. It's got a hint of purple to it. This one is Hot Stuff Tonal. It's sort of like a peppery color. A couple more tonals that I have. This one I'm calling Poetic because it's like a purplish, brownish, purplish. And this one's called Lilacs. And it's a purplish tonish. And then last but certainly not least, one of my favorites that I dyed is called Mustard and Relish. And it's dyed with green and mustard color and some left bare. So there's 3 of that. So that's it. That's the shop update. That was pretty quick. So thank you very much for watching. I apologize for this one being short, but I'm just not up to all the hoopla. Hopefully later this week I'll be feeling better and able to do a full episode. I do have some stash enhancement that I want to show you guys and stuff like that. So that will have to be later on in the week. Like I said, oh, and the Etsy shop is sockbunnystudios.etsy.com. Thank you very much for watching and keep on crafting. Bye!